So, the Danny Jew, the Billy Big Bollocks. The man who tells the world he's a Viking. The man who tells the world he is a tough nut. Danny, you're none of these things, my friend. You are none of these things. What you are is a bum. You're a dosser. And the most intelligent thing you've done, which is a fucked up thing to say, was use your brain power to manipulate others to do your deeds. You clearly manipulate your wife into doing what you want. And you clearly tried to groom a child online. And to this day, you lie through your teeth about it. Now, this is my first YouTube video. And I've decided to start with you for a very, very good reason. You had an opportunity, Danny. You had a little bit of fame from arguing with kids on Xbox. Bear that in mind. Kids. Whether you say the kid was 17 or 18 or what. Compared to the age you were, he was a child. He sounded like a child on the recording. And you were going scatty. You were going absolutely mental and telling the child to come and meet you in Smethwick. Now, when grown men ask children to come and meet them online, it's not a good look. Whether that's to try and fight them or to try and, let's just say, more sinister reasons. Now, what you've done, Danny, is you tried to capitalize on that. Makes sense. You tried to monetize that. Where you go wrong is your small, tiny ego can't comprehend the fact that people might criticize your actions. People might look at what you do online and say, I don't agree with that. And when they do that, they tend to come in your comments section and they'll say things to you like, Danny, why did you do this? Or why did you do that? And your first reaction is to block them. Not to have the conversation, not to have an open and honest conversation. Your first action is to block them. Why? Because your ego can't take it. You can't take the criticism. You can't take the fact that someone doesn't agree with what you do. It shows what a weak-minded man you are, Danny. Whether you think you're strong or not, you're not. You're not. The smallest criticism and you hit the block button. Now you've got people like Dr. Rackpool, you've got people like Hedgehog Man capitalizing on your downfall. Do you not think it would make sense to let people comment their bullshit if it's going to actually have a positive outcome in the long run, because it actually gains traction on your channel? If people are interacting with your channel, it pushes your channel out there to more. Instead, you block everyone and convince yourself that everyone just has 50 fake accounts and it's just 10 people. No, Danny. No. I guarantee if you show a clip of you acting how you normally do, talking how you normally do, 99.9% of the population are going to say, who is this twat? Who does this idiot actually think he is? Where did this man's ego come from? Because he looks like the Art Attack head. He's built like Morph. And yet he thinks he's God's gift. Not only does he think he's God's gift to women, he thinks he's God's gift when it comes to fighting. The man shadow boxes and loses. How does that even make sense? The man shadow boxes and loses, and yet this geezer here really, really thinks he's a dog's bollocks. Well, Danny, where I'm from down south in London, we got a name for you boys. Billy Bullshit. Billy Bullshit. Or Billy Bragg. Spends his whole life bragging, telling the world what a fucking amazing person he is. When everyone can see through you like a tissue paper, mate. Might be a bit hard at the beginning, but the closer you put it up to your eye, the more you see through it. That's what you're like, Danny. You've only got to watch you for 10 minutes and it all comes unraveling apart. You're any sort of respect anyone has for you is soon lost. Is soon lost. Because you could say something really positive that you like to preach. I'm a positive person. I like positivity. And then in the next breath, you destroy any resemblance of positivity you had in the last 4 hours on your life. You can lie to yourself, Danny. You can believe your own lies. But you can't expect the rest of the world to believe your lies. Anyway, this is my first YouTube channel. This might be my only YouTube video. But I had to have some sort of say on this idiot. Because the more I watch of him, the more I can't believe this man exists. The more I can't believe what a Jay Cartwright he is. He's a cross between Jay Cartwright and David Brent. He's awkward as fuck, but he thinks he's so smooth. He thinks he's he thinks he's on James Bond levels of suave. He can go and pull his shitty dance moves and every bird's gonna fall at his feet. Mate, even Tony don't fall at your feet. She's never fallen at your feet. She chose you after she had already had 3 or 4 kids and chose a child that thought he was Billy Big Bollocks that had apparently just come out of prison. What did you go to prison for, Danny? Because the rumours are you were burgling old biddies. It wasn't because you were Billy Big Bollocks, was it? It wasn't because you were a fighting man. It wasn't because you were tough as nails or you were a master criminal. No, you were burgling old biddies. And now you try and say that's your, is it like your villain arc? That's where you become the Daddy G. No, you're a victim. You're a victim that makes up bullshit and expects the world to believe it. Danny, mate, I hate to say it, but I think you're going to have to go and start applying for jobs again, mate. I saw a video the other day where you said, yeah, I'm going to start applying for jobs, so I'll do 3 days a week at night, and no one will ever know when I'm working, but you will know because I'll have 3 days off. Danny, you're addicted to this. You tried to make money out of it, and all you did was boost other people's bank accounts. Let's have it right. The money you've made off of YouTube isn't a drop in the ocean compared to what people have made taking the piss out of you. Change your name, Dan. Change your name. Go and see a plastic surgeon, mate, because your mug's so fucking recognisable that you're gonna need one to go and get a job. There's not many people in the UK that don't know this twat. You wanted the fame, you wanted it, but you didn't get the fortune. And now you're crying like a bitch on the internet and blocking everyone and preventing your channel growing. Like I said, I feel sorry for Tony. She's she lucked out on you, didn't she? She could have ended up with someone that was actually going to provide for her and her kids. Instead, she got a man that spends his time on the internet screaming at his phone and doesn't even have the interest to try and make it any better. Doesn't even have the interest to try and improve what he's doing. He just does the same thing day in, day out and expects things to change. It's literally a definition of insanity, Danny. Google it. Repeating the same task over and over again and expecting a different outcome. It's insanity. Well, on that note, like and subscribe, people. You never know. This ranting might turn into something worth doing. But thanks, guys, for listening to me chat about Billy bullshit. Have a good evening, people.